So a lot of you guys are super like shocked and confused that I said I've never had a pap smear until today, and I'm almost 24 years old on July 2nd in literally less than a month. But I never have. I never been checked up by a doctor like that on my private parts or on my titties or anything like that. So like I'm not the type to go to a doctor or get checked up on or anything like that unless I'm literally absolutely dying, like I actually have no choice. I have super bad social anxiety, so like I just try to refuse any human interactions as much as I can. It's just scary and uncomfortable for me, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of y'all are saying it's weird how they gave me birth control without a pap smear. And a lot of you guys are saying I'm supposed to get checked up every single year since I've started having sex and stuff like that. But I just never knew that knowledge. But the doctor did tell me today it's now every 5 years that you have to get checked. But I don't know. I'm going to explain my story. So I first got on birth control when I was in high school. It was about 2016, 2017. I was randomly started bleeding so much, pads, tampons, super pads, in literally like 30 minutes. I had to stop going to school for like a week because I just couldn't stop bleeding. I had to sleep on like giant stacks of towels like this big, and it would just bleed through the whole, it was just so bad. So we told the doctor, and the doctor told me to get on birth control and it will like help make it better or whatever. So I ended up getting on birth control, and it absolutely blew my face up. My acne started looking like this, which I've been struggling trying to get my skin back right since 2016, which is why I'm on Accutane now. They finally let me after all these freaking years of trying all these different pills and topical lotions and all this type of stuff. So they put me on the pill of birth control. That wasn't working, so they put me on a different pill, and I was like, frick this. Like after a long time, I was just like, I don't want this anymore. So in 2019, I got this implant in my arm, and I've literally had no problems. The first 2 months I was bleeding like fully, and then after that I literally haven't bled since. But they've never asked me to do a pap smear. They've literally never did anything like that. They just gave me the pills and put the thing in my arm. I was also really anemic. They found out my iron was really low, and they told me I was like deathly low, and something could happen to me at any minute. So they took me out of all sports. I used to be a cheerleader, and I used to play softball. I was on varsity as a sophomore. They took me out of sports because I couldn't breathe. My throat would close up. Even now, like I get winded so easily. I can't breathe out of my nose. I also haven't been able to smell out of my nose for 3 years since COVID. There's a lot of things wrong with me, but I get winded so easily. Can't really breathe through my nose, so I only breathe through my mouth. It's really hard for me, so maybe I might be anemic. I got my blood tested today, but I was taking pills for a lot of years every single day for my iron, so hopefully it's not that. But I don't know. I'm gonna figure out the problems.